Hello, people. It is a bit of a mess in here, and I forgot to put my background thing on. So let me just see if I can fix this real quick, because it looks gross. I need to... bear with. I need to just deactivate and reactivate my webcam, and it should work. Hopefully. Hopefully, she says. There we go. There we go, look at that. There we go. That looks better. How is everyone today? We've only had a couple of people on the chat. I know this stream is the first one I'm doing of my Friday streams, but we've got Tom in London and Stefan, so hello. Let me just update the chat so you can see it. There we go. Hope you're all okay today. I said I was starting streams on Fridays, and oh, hi Poppy Time, you've come in as well, hello. So yeah, basically, I think I said in a stream a few times ago that I obviously been off work for quite some time. I'm really struggling in life, and so I was going to start doing some streams a bit more, just to try and build up that, you know, not work ethic. There's a lot of good work ethic, but build that familiarity with doing stuff, but also, I don't know, give myself some happiness, because it's really easy when you're in a bit of a slump to just sit and do nothing, and this gives me some structure. So I'm also just going to eat before we start, which I should have done off stream, but I didn't. So hello. I hope you're keeping well and hydrated in the heat wave. I am. Got my I call it a sippy cup. I'm just generally trying to stay hydrated. But hello, Courtney. Welcome in. I have also bought a new fan, which is much better than my old one. Partly because the oscillation actually works on this one, whereas it broke from my old one. So this one actually is pushing the air around properly. It's too hot for me. Fans are my best friend. I completely get that, Caroline. Caroline? No, I get that, Carol. It's very hot. I would have bought an air conditioning unit from Lidl had I realised they have them, but I didn't. But yeah, it's been really difficult coping heat. I've actually been quite lucky that I've been on a couple of drives recently, and that's had aircon, because yeah, I've actually had to drive some places because public transport's too hot, and also walking is even worse. I'm looking forward to seeing your build. Wow. We'll get on to it shortly. I'm just going to eat another crate because I haven't eaten today. Most I keep forgetting. Yeah, we'll be continuing with the Victor and potentially starting another one. The B36 is going to come back next stream, probably. Well, there won't be a stream on Sunday because I am away. So just so you are aware. That's good, looking forward to seeing your build. Thank you, Courtney. I basically finished my food now. I should have eaten off stream, but you know what it's like. Okay, should we head over? Boom. So the Victor that we have been working on is all here. It looks okay. I've taken off most of the tape now. There are some bits that still aren't fully together, so I'm going to have to probably tape it I don't know, one more time and glue it. Which is probably why we're not actually finish it today. We'll probably do a little bit of sanding on it today, maybe, because it definitely needs that. It's getting there, but I actually need your help, guys, because I'm trying to decide which scheme I should do this in, and I did use AI to basically help make two different schemes that I'm looking at. These are two schemes, or the bases of the two schemes that I'm looking at. So you can see one is like modern, like it's based off the VC10 scheme. Ignore that like it's a double lightning, it would only be a single lightning. And then one is this sort of, I guess based off like the Comet and the TriStar when they were in white scheme, and that sort of RF scheme from that day. And I'm trying to work out which one I want to do it in. I'm sort of leaning towards the grey, because let me just make the grey bigger again. And again, like full disclosure, this was entirely AI. Oh, I don't know what I've just done. Let me just hide the second one. So I sort of think this scheme would be the nicest one, because I don't know, like I really like the grey overall. I think it would look like modern. This would kind of be like, what if it was still serving today in its tanker role? You know, maybe it had been re-engined and it's been re-engineered. And maybe I could add like, I don't know, a tint to the glass so that it's like got that reflective sheen to it. This is kind of the scheme I'm looking at. I think this is the best one personally. I think this is the one that I think makes most sense. Obviously ignore that the proportions of this are off and stuff because it was just a quick Gemini thing. But I think this scheme looks nice. The other scheme, the alternative one, if I go to that one, was this one. Oh god, that's not what I want to do. There we go. So this one, which I like it still because it's the white and, you know, but it sort of feels like if it was going to have that, it would have had it in real life, you know what I mean? So I sort of feel like the grey scheme makes more sense. So like grey, white. Sorry, you just heard me drink my drink there. Yeah, I think we're gonna go for this grey scheme. Now I'm looking at the two. It just makes more sense. And it's quite easy. I do a split grey. Grey on top, lighter grey on the bottom. Actually, I don't even know if that was really a thing. Let's have a look. I do have a book on the VC10 I can look at. I think it might have been one colour. Yeah, I think it was basically one colour actually all round. Or it might have been slightly dark underneath, I'm not entirely sure. I think it was just one colour though. So we could just do one colour, an entire grey. Do a dark grey lightning stripe across it. And obviously correct it because this one's slightly wrong. Do the low vis markings on it, which I'd have to paint up myself, but I could just make a mask for that. That shouldn't be too difficult. Or I could just find some low vis markings for something somewhere else. But that seems to be the best thing for me. You guys let me know. Like, should we do a little poll and see what people think? That would be interesting to see what you guys think out of those two. I'm personally, again, very, very much on the side of the grey scheme. I just think it looks better. So let's do a poll. So, which Victor scheme? Modern love is grey. Fictional. Okay, I can't quite fit it all in, but the poll is up. Vote on it. Let me know what you think. It's not going to be binding, like, because I'm quite happy to do the one I want to do. But yeah, and the other thing I was going to unbox today is this, which I think I showed you before that I might do. But I'm actually going to start doing it now. As I said, doing this with one of my friends, because they are South African. So, well, they're not, but they are. So I figured I would do this. I thought it would be cool. Plus, it's a really cool scheme because it's like the 50th anniversary of legislation. So, yeah. So far, it's just one vote for normal real life camo. Oh dear. Not what I was hoping for. I was hoping you were all going to be on my side. So, all we're going to do today is just give this a little sand. This probably won't be a super long stream because it is super hot in here. And I'm actually celebrating something today. Because even though I'm off work and I'm really not well, I did have some good news today. Even if it's not health related, you know, good news still happens. And so even in the darkest of times, you just should always celebrate good. And that's what I'm going to be doing. I do need to find where I put my files. That's where I put my files. I just knocked them all over the floor. Let me just grab those. Sanding block. Files. There we go. Right. So, now I just need to work out. So, this needs sanding. This is all like, a lot of this is tape. So, this is a fine sanding block anyway. It's actually the same type I used on my Concord when I made that. So, I'm just going to avoid doing the panel lines. Avoid doing any of the details too much. Try and focus on smoothing out glue's got on here or just made a little mistake. Whilst I'm doing this, if you'll let me know what you're working on at the moment, I'd really like to know. It's lovely to chat to you guys. Are any of you going to any air shows or model shows this weekend? And there's quite a few of both kind of things actually. I may or may not be going to one myself, which may be why there's no stream on Sunday. Loving the nails, thank you. So I have no idea how accurate they are, and I don't want it to be like appropriation, but I looked up some like Maltese tile. I was looking at doing some decorating in my house, and they had like this concrete tile pattern, and this is based off that. But I have no idea how accurate it is because actually researching it was quite difficult. A lot of Maltese traditional stuff outside of Malta is very hard to get an understanding of, it turns out. Which doesn't surprise. Oh, that's not meant to come off. Oh dear. I don't think that was really glued on properly, actually. Okay. I mean, that's holding on with friction. That shouldn't be the case. No, because of that lump there. Okay, we'll have to redo that bit. That's okay though. So, yeah, that's what my nails are based off. And also, I just thought there's something a bit different. And it reminds me of my favourite place on earth, which is, of course, Malta. So when I'm having a bit of a down day, I can look at my nails and go, I'll be there again soon. The bad days outweigh the good most of the time. At least at the moment. Hopefully not forever. This will just be hopefully a temporary blip in my life. It doesn't necessarily look smoother, but I promise you it is. Hello, Colonel Explorer Official. Greetings from Cornwall. Well, how hot is Cornwall today? Is it as hot as the north? I obviously don't say exactly where I am, but I am further north. It's extremely hot down here in the process building an ICM Spitfire. What scale is it? And what scheme is it? I'd love to know. I don't think this will entirely get rid of the seam, but hopefully it'll soften it without getting rid of it with the detail. Problem. You want to get this bit a lot more flush. This bit may lose a little bit of detail, but that's okay. These sanding blocks are amazing. If anyone's in the UK and wants to get these sanding blocks, completely not sponsored, but they are Wilco branded from the range, because the range do a lot of Wilco's stuff. And as I say, I've been using these on my Concorde. I really love them. They're really good. This is they just screwed up right at the start, wasn't it? It's actually not too bad. It looks a lot worse than it is. Sounds horrible squeaking everything when I'm putting it in, but it'll be alright. It is splitting here, so the glue hasn't held super well, but it could also just be whilst I'm sticking it. So that's fine though, because that's going to give me opportunity to do that, and it will make the seam lines a lot better. So that's okay. We'll have to re-stick this. That's completely fine. Oh, and this bit's falling. Oh gosh. All of my glue is coming apart on this. Oh dear. Does not bode well for my V36. There's something wrong with my glue, maybe? I mean, the rest of it's fine. The wings are fine. Maybe it's the heat. Maybe the bonding was quite weak and the heat is just sort of screwing with it, maybe? I don't know. That seems really low down, but on top it looks fine. I don't know. I think it's meant to be like that. Okay, I'm gonna get some glue. 148 normal IF, nice. You know it's too hot when the glue is giving up. I mean, hopefully the glue doesn't fully give up. I might just try a different glue just to be safe. I'll use some standard Tamiya. It's still extra thin, but it's not the one I was using before, so in case there is an issue, at least I'll know then, won't I? Oh, and the fan is blowing the smell straight into my face, which is both lovely and disgusting. So what I'm going to do is, I had my tape a moment ago. I had it before the stream. But annoyingly, I've got a giant fan next. There it is. Right. So we are going to glue the fuselage back together. Although I might actually, I won't use extra. I'm going to use Revell for this. What type of cement are you using? Climate Ultra then? Yeah, but actually, because I'm doing the fuselage, I'm going to swap to Revell because I find it gives you, it's a slower dry. then turn it extra thin. And so theoretically, it should be easier to work with, especially in this heat. So we're just going to go in with some Revell contactor. Is it contactor? I don't know, whatever the Revell glue is. Because it should be a bit slower curing, and it should mean that we can get a really tight, lovely bond, even in this heat. I don't know if the heat has caused it. It might have warped it slightly, because that obviously can happen in heat, like it is plastic at the end of the day. But I'm unsure. I need to make sure some watching. There we go. So what we're going to do now is tape. Wrap it up. I can get it off. I'm really sad. Everyone's voted for the more boring RF camo on the Victor, which I think just is a sign that I'll have to build the Airfix one as well. Because my plan was basically I would build this one as the old, sorry, as the modern RF style one, and then I would build the Airfix one as the standard RAF style one. Which I guess if everyone wants that, I'm gonna have to do it, aren't I? It's a bit annoying. I was hoping everyone would be really happy with the modernised looking one, but hey ho. That's why I said it's not binding, because I may just decide to do what I want anyway. Just like some wiggle room. You have to move this around a little bit. It's not quite flush. That is actually pretty good. Your Howard Tea Jazz is finished. Anyone to purchase? Ah, sorry, I really meant to message you, but I've had a bit of a mental health crisis, really, and also some other stuff going on. Actually, today is a much better day, and I'm going to email you after the stream. The picture you sent me didn't come through. It came through as like, I don't know, like a line of an image. It was really odd. If you want to resend it, feel free. It should come through. I got the email, just the picture didn't load, and I just kept meaning to email you, and I didn't. I really do apologise. I appreciate it ever so much, though, doing it for me, because it's so exciting. I really look forward to it. Just finished work. I hope everyone's staying cool. Well, welcome in to both of you. Welcome in to UK Medic and to Darren. Thanks. Welcome in. Part of why I did the stream this time, I thought I might see some of you finish work. So what we've done so far is we've Victor sort of gave up the ghost a little bit. So we've glued it back together, but we're using a different glue just in case. And what we've also done is we've gone ahead and sanded a lot of it, just to make sure it's nice and smooth. So you can see where we've gone ahead and done it. We're just going to do some more of that before we head on to anything else. This won't be a super long stream. I've said I had some really good news recently about something, not really health related, but health adjacent. And so I'm celebrating that a little bit tonight. I'm not going out or anything. I'm just going to take some time for me and Mr. Modeler and just, you know, have an us moment. Because at the moment, my days are probably more bad than good, mental health wise. And so we're trying to make sure we take the moments to appreciate when it is good. And it is really, really good. And this thing that's happened is really fantastic. So we're just taking that moment to take a step back, take a moment and go, yeah, this is great. So I hope you all don't mind. I'm using the tiny thing on top. Yeah. Okay. So That seam is looking okay. I'm just going to sand it a little bit, even though it's still a bit wet. Give it a little bit of sand. I'll have to sand it again after, but at least then I've got a starting point. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. So the glue is really popped. Okay. A couple more points I want to clean up. There's a few points that are on tape now as well, so I'll have to go do those points a bit later. That point is actually where I read it now, so that bit's going to have to wait, unfortunately. That's okay. And this bit of the back was also coming out, wasn't it? So I'll just go and didn't need to dot that glue there, never mind. Put some glue in here as well. Well, that bit actually has moved. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, there we go, it's completely out. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Just like that off. Now. I use UV activated resin to fill gaps on models. That's actually really smart. I've only used UV resin on one thing, and that was my CT4 air trainer short run kit that I did a very, very, very long time ago. Actually, really near the start of the channel. It doesn't look great, does it? It looks better. That'll do. Right. Oh, I'm already getting really, really hot, and I've barely been streaming. Oh dear. Yeah. We'll get that. So, yeah, this basically. Okay, I could do some of these nose back. Make sure the nose is nice and flush, because that's one of the only points we look at, is that when you finish your model. That's not flush at all. Quite really unlevel, actually. If we just do this. It's not about making a new shape, it's just about making it level. Because right now it's not even level, it's just sort of unhinged. And again, that should be a bit more level. Use a bit of extra thin to set it. This nose bit. This nose bit feels far too thick, doesn't it? I'm not sure if it is. It feels really, really thick. Nice. That's not looking too bad now. Most of the bits. Okay. Couple bits that need a little bit more work. This tail bit also doesn't like it's gone on super well. I've not realised until now, so I might actually just have to use filler for most of that. I think it's for it to sort of, I don't know. bit messy. It's realistic, but I don't think you'll notice on the actual level once it's done. I'm really sorry if I didn't slip in the chat. Thank you. I took a chance and bought a Dremel type drill from Temu. It lasted 9 days. I bought one off Amazon and I never really used it very well, but it lasted okay. I personally never bought from Temu or Shein. I bought stuff from Shein that was secondhand, like at a charity shop. I feel less guilty doing that. But I don't know, I get really concerned about what Temu's doing with data. Because of, not necessarily mine, but other people as well's daily jobs that I see or hear about. I don't know, I get very worried and okay, so I'm not going to use an extra thing. Set this. There's some dust on here, lovely dust, and that will hopefully just fill it in a little bit. All of the work, we're still going to have to get putty on here, but a little bit of it. That already looks much better than it did. Like, there's still a little lump, but it's nowhere near as severe as it was. Obviously there's a big gap there, but we'll just have to deal with that. And then there's a mess there where we've had to glue this bit back in. But again, that is once it's actually glued in, we'll deal with that problem rather than a now problem. This part actually doesn't seem really stuck in as much as it does in the other side, which is a bit weird. Oh, that bit's actually not stuck in at all. Okay, that bit is also abandoned ship. Let's glue this bit back in as well. Oh dear. I wonder if me moving the fuselage has also interrupted this a little bit. I think it probably did. Oh, I just realised I didn't actually sand off the bit. It's causing an issue here. Okay, there we go. That bit's in properly now. And hopefully this bit will also just go in properly now. Yes, there we go. Cool. Happy accident. Right, that is the Victor. Again, at its next stage, I suppose. Looking a lot healthier now, I would say. And I'm just going to probably give the fuselage a little bit of a streamline render. With the flexifile, it's a bit more precise. We'll obviously go through with all the stages afterwards. I'm not going to read the tape yet, so we'll do those bits afterwards as well. But at least for now, we'll get rid of a lot of the joining lines. It will be basic. It doesn't look like it's just been joined together. Doesn't look as much like a toy as opposed to thinking, even though the magical kit is definitely the more toyish of the victories you can get. Okay, now down with the medium one. Well, this isn't the most riveting part of modelling, but sadly has to be done. So the glue is instantly evaporating. That's quite alarming. Like, it's thin, it's not meant to be that though. It's not, I think I'm gonna have to put some filler in some of this, but that's okay. Yeah, it is what it is. No point crying about spilt milk, is there? Wait, how much today? Possibly hot, guys. Oh, I don't even know how long I'm going to keep this up for. It's been an hour. I'm going to end the poll there, at least. And the poll, actually, sadly, is normal real-life camo more than anything. 50s, 60s white. And no one wanted the modern grey, which is probably what I'm still going to end up doing, I'm not going to lie. But we'll see. I really like the modern grey. Just so you can see the two schemes again that I was looking at, it was this one, which is like the white transport-esque one, and the grey. And I really love this grey, this modern style grey. And I think that's what I'm probably going to end up going with, because I love it. I love it so much. Yeah. We're going to have to let this all dry probably first. I think it, to be honest, after this is dried and we do it another pass at Sunday, it probably will be pretty much done. I'm actually just gonna get this bit finished off. That is a good advice. Definitely looks better than it did at the start. Like it almost looks like it fits now. I wouldn't say it entirely, but it looks better at least. Oh, it's so hot, guys. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep going with the stream today. Would anyone be offended if I ended the stream after I do an unboxing? I don't know if I can go on longer than that, to be honest. So let me just get the model out. My box out, so I'm just going to put all my tools to the side for now. Oh, it's so hot. Very so hot. Okay. Let me just move. I have a jar of fruit that's fermenting. I'm trying to make sauerkraut. And let's move it out of the way. Right, let me just move everything. Good. Now I get the real clean background. Is where have I pushed it? There it is. Now looking at this. There we go. So, KP PC7 asterisk. And if you have seen it before, I did actually make, not this exact kit, but I made the Irish one. Let me just grab it. There we go. So I made the PC9N. So this is the one I did, and this is the PC7, so it's slightly different, but functionally very similar aircraft. The schemes it comes in are the Botswana Air Force, Brunei, Malaysian Foreign, and the South African scheme, which is the one I really like. It's in blue and white. I think it's really interesting colours there. Every 1 moment, guys, I just need to check something. I'll be right back. That's the one you see. Sorry about that, guys. Mr. Muller just got home, so I need to just go say hi to him. Hans Yaffoglu has just said, "What a lovely picture." Thank you so much. Right, back to where we were. So we were looking at this because we've done the repairs in the vector that we could do. What we need to do now is I'll take this on the box. Yes. So we've already built one of these before. This is the high-tech limited version, which contains detailed plastic parts, a paint mask, and a super decal sheet. And, well, there we go. So, paint mask for the wheels and canopy, which is quite nice. I've never used one before, so that'll be fun. We have our decals, clear part, and one sprue. This is different to the PC, maybe? That's literally all this kit is. And this kit, I can't remember how much I paid for it. Shall I have a look and see how much it was? I have a feeling it wasn't super cheap for what it is. So it was £25. This was £25. This was £25. It's £25. This is £25. Okay. Quite a lot. No, saying it out loud. It's quite a lot of money. And annoyingly, for a different project, I'm probably going to have to do a touch point too. Okay, a lot of money for this tiny kit. I'm just going to have to approach the flat afterwards. I can't remember how close this is to using my kit. But here's the one and only sprue. So a lot of engraved detail on it. Not bad detail. I'll do some close-ups in a second. I don't think it looks awful. I also don't think it looks great. But I like the idea they do subjects no one else does, and the fact that no one else, like Airfix and Without, have not done a PC9 or PC7 is criminal, in my opinion. Things it's one of the most utilized aircraft on the planet. Yeah, so we've got the instrument panels here, blades for the propeller, because for some god awful reason they decided, hey, do you know what would be fun if you stick those to the propeller cone yourself? Which I don't know why they did that. Where is such a propeller cone? Do you know, is there not? There is, but where is it? Someone plays what? Oh, there it is. There it is. There. Yeah, I hate that. I hate that so much. We've got the tub, so the cockpit basically. 2 seats, which I think are identical. 2 wheels. Excuse me. Front wheel, engine cowling, sponge, and the anti-reflective surfaces in the cockpit, landing gear, engine exhausts, and I'm assuming that's the landing gear cover, and I'm assuming this is underwing armament. So you've got the tail section here, fuselage parts here, and then it's here on my new bands. Sorry about that. Another interruption. Let's give it a close-up look now. It's just not too bad on in these wing sections. It's not like not bad detail. It's just I wouldn't say it's like good detail. You know what I mean? So yeah, I have just seen something posted. Chris Steroiden. You know I love Miss Muddler, but I have to come clean. I took vacation just to watch the World Cup. Honestly, I don't mind. I don't love football, but I love that people are into it because I think anything that people are passionate about is good. I think football is a complicated subject because of some of the sadly some of the views that it brings out in some people. Not everyone, but some people. But that's changing, and hopefully that will continue to grow and become better for people in the future. But I don't mind the World Cup like that much. I just don't know, I just never really got into it. Mr. Modeler loves watching it though, so I have been subjected to a few games. So here is the clip art. It focuses. Okay. The clip art is fine. I mean, to be honest, like there's no color distortion, it's perfectly transparent. The only change to my shape is from the actual, that is it. It has got the sectioning as a detail on there, you can see. So yeah, it's fine. It's just fine. We've then got the paint masks, which I mean, they're hard to review until we've actually, you know, taken it all apart and used it. So we'll see how that goes. Then have these decals, which I must say I'm rather. Oh, my fan blew them away. You know, these look. I will say I think these look absolutely spectacular. Obviously, you can see the South African ones here. I know, gorge. I'm really excited by these. There are so many display teams that use Pilatus aircraft, and I am so excited to see them built in other shows. So, yeah, really, really excited by the South African one. The only thing I don't really see on here is what's decal and what isn't. So that's decal. The E here. The rings underneath, obviously that's decal. The green with the yellow, that's decal. But then for some reason, this white isn't, which is bizarre. That's such a weird choice. I don't even understand it. Because why wouldn't you do that as a decal? I don't quite understand that. That's going to make that so difficult. Because you have to put. Oh, okay. I take it all back. I take it back. The white is on there. I'm just blind. I am blind. Okay, that's fine. So basically, you just have to paint the tip red, which, like, fine. But then it's weird that it doesn't just tell you that because it says on the paint screen blue and white, but you need the red. It's not included. How odd. How unusual. Because the red's included here. Okay, whatever. You're so kind, this model. You are so lovable and seem so kind. I try my best. Like, the world's got enough hate in it. I can just bring a little bit of love in, and that's all that matters, really, isn't it? You know? There's so much hate and anger in the world. I just want everyone to take a moment to be a little bit happy, you know? So we've got the history here in Czech first and in English, advising that it's a development of PC9, which is why, again, it's the same model. And yeah, okay. So basically, it's get the cockpit together, fit in the fuselage, fit the wings together, throw these bits on the wings, which I remember these were an absolute bastard. Fit it all together, done. So it seems quite simple. I remember it being absolute pain when I did it the first time. I am very, very hot. That's the only concern I have right now. Is I have been streaming for an hour, and I am boiling. And this room, obviously, streaming makes my PC hot. That's why I've got no makeup on today. It's so bloody hot. So I'm going to do a poll and ask you if you think I should end stream or not. I'm hoping you will say yes, because it's really hot. Ms. Model, I can ask you a very personal question. You can ask, I might not answer. But you can ask anything. As long as it's not going to make me cry, because I've already done that. Cried a few times today. I'd rather not do that. But yeah, the poll is up on if I should end stream because it's too bloody hot. So yeah, I will probably, I mean, I might stream again tomorrow instead of Sunday, but I'm not too sure. I could do another stream tomorrow. If you all end up saying no in the stream, I will carry on. I'm going to give you 5 minutes. My question is, have you ever dabbled with armor models? That's not as personal a question as I was expecting. Yes, I have done a scorpion tank and some Polish tanks. Let me find the links for you. So this is in my really old format where I used to basically just skip through the model building, so I'd record my whole stream and just super speed up. So I did the scorpion tank there, and then I did. Oh my god, my makeup on this thing is horrendous. I forgot about it all. And I forgot my own arm is because of how it was at the time. And then this one's Polish tanks, which I did my makeup to be like Polish flags, which means I have a white upper lip and a red bottom lip, and it's an awful look. And then the final thing I did that was Polish from the series, which I actually really liked, was I did this Polish cavalry. Thank you for another enjoyable stream. Oh, Darren, thank you. I might stream again tomorrow because I'll have some time, I think. I haven't got all day because I've got to go. 1 second. I could continue for a little bit if you guys really want me to. Enjoy the live stream. I mean, do you want me to carry on for a little bit? I could put together the cockpit. Shall I put together the cockpit and then call it a day? Want me to do that? Because I mean, the cockpit isn't super complicated. It's literally like sit them bits in mini. I won't do the decals. I can stick all that together. Should I do that? Let's do that. Let's do that. Oh, hold on, my big camera is giving me a temperature warning. Saying it's too hot, which isn't really a surprise. Yeah, it's my camera is also overheating. Can't end the stream without just rude. It's not all about you. Okay, I will do a little bit, but my camera is really hot. So if the camera dies, the stream ends. That is how we're doing it. So I'm going to take these bits off just so we can see how it looks together. Anyway. Luckily, I've got my PC9 actually right next to me, so once these are done, I get some photos of them all together. This is, as I say, going to be a gift to someone. I'm not planning to keep this one. Hopefully, that person isn't watching. I don't think they are. They are normally far too busy getting life. So we have that bit there. So that is the tub. And normally the kind of just gives you the instructions all in one go. So I think the seats are identical. We can just chop both of them out. And we can do the wings together as well, actually, whilst we're here. Basically, I'm getting the whole model done, aren't I? Just not. So, as the heat has been a bit of a problem today, we're going to use some valve glue again instead of Tamiya. Bring it all on. There should be a video Sunday, hopefully, instead of a live stream. I actually get around to finishing the video tomorrow, which I should do, hopefully. One has a head and one doesn't. Oh wait, no, the head is just kind of... Oh, I see. Why is it not doing that? As you can see this chunk on the side. Because they are the same part, so I should just go in. I need to have this screw bit in the back. And we'll take it out. Okay, that looks better. There we go. That looks better. Okay. And then let's put the rest of the top bit together. So are these parts the same again? 11, 11, 14, 14. I mean, those two parts definitely are the same. The instructions might be wrong on this. I think these two bits are meant to be the same, but they're not. There's just a lot of flashing. Which is fine, because we can just cut it out. I'm doing this not the way I want to. Okay. So I don't know which way around this goes. It says it's the same part, but they're definitely not. So we're just going to glue these in. And we go here and here. Let's see. quite hard to see where it's meant to go. I assume it's meant to be like there. So that on or behind. There's nowhere else for this bit to go, is there? Right? So, like, presumably it's like that. Like that. Like that. Oh, that's nice. I think like that. I think it's meant to be like that. I think. Let's see. I think it's like this. And that seems right. And see, like, put the tracing back of that maybe. Who knows? What model is this now? This is PC7. So the B36 is on hold for a short while, just whilst we get well, until it's less hot really. Because I can't do all the stress to B36, and I'm not risking doing the painting unless it's so humid in here. I think the paint might react weird. And the let me use that. Let me cut this out. And the Victor we started the stream with is now being glued a little bit because a few bits needed sanding and re-gluing. So once that's done, we'll get it all in the shop. I'm assuming this one. I don't know which way around this goes. It doesn't really show you. It also shows there's like a head on the seats, which there just isn't. Oh wait, no, there is. There is a head on the seats. There is a head on the seats. I'm a liar. I am a liar. There is a head on the seats that I missed. They go on right. That. I don't know how that's meant to go on. I assume that's fine. Let's have these side bits. I don't think it's meant to have those up. They are. No. I think it's really not really clear. Yeah, that looks better. Question. So this should sit far forward enough that the back bit can go behind it. But the back bit on this bit is the bigger bit. So I'm just gonna throw a load of glue in now, and we're just gonna make it work. That's maybe not. And then if we get meant to be this bit, I think. Look at it. It's saving around. That way. So then blue on top. And do that. Okay, so it can be a little bit closer. With quite a lot closer actually. Probably right there. And then there we go. That looks about right. Following the same logic here. Same logic. It should probably be there. And then we that wasn't secured enough. Okay. Looking fairly okay, I think. And we just need to put the other seats head on. Hello, are you feeling better? Is this one of the Airfix ones from Lidl? No. I am not doing them immediately. And also welcome in Chris Austin. So this is, I'll get the box art in 1 second. Just check this out. Here's the cockpit image. So the model that we are looking at, just so that you are aware. There we go. There's the KP Pilatus PC7 Astra 2. And they're doing it in the box art scheme in South African Air Force. So knowingly you have to take this red on, but everything else you just painted blue, which is lush. And then the thing we did right at the start was we cleaned up our Victor a little bit. My camera isn't fully zoomed out anymore, but yeah, you can see where we've sanded it all down, glued it all together. It was looking much, much better. That's going to have to be the next stream, which I may do another one tomorrow. You'll see how I feel. Looks like a great paint scheme. Darren also says, I liked your little reviews, got all 5. Please, there was a help at once. Oh, yeah, I got all 5. Everyone else is already building them for videos, and I was like, if I build one now, it's just going to compete with everyone else's. So maybe I'll do it later on when, I don't know, they re-release them or something, you know? But yeah, I think that may do it. Ultimately, in the poll, you said no, don't end the stream. I didn't. I did the cockpit. I've been going since 4:45, so I'm just about an hour and a half. But I will say, guys, it's too hot. My camera is overheating as well, which is kind of sign I'm going to have to not be able to continue the stream for now. I'm really sorry. I wish I could continue it, but I can't do anything about my camera overheating, and I don't want to damage my camera. That one just turned off. Because if my camera dies, I can't afford to replace it. So I am going to stop that for now. Don't stream cannot come to. I am like it's more I'm just scared of my camera breaking. So yeah, I'm going to end the stream for now. But I really want to say thank you for being here. I am going to be doing streams regularly on Mondays and Fridays, probably about 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock. That's hopefully what I'm going to be doing. It was a bit later today because I had to go to the doctor's. And it was quite a long appointment, so unfortunately that did take up a lot of my time today. Otherwise, it would have been a stream at 3 o'clock today. Nothing bad, so please don't worry about me if you are thinking like I go to doctors. It's nothing serious. Well, it is, but it's yeah, I don't want to go into that. I'm not dying. So yeah, just yeah, sorry, I'm rambling now. Yeah, I should be doing it from sort of 3 till 6 going forward. And I may do other streams whilst I'm not in work at the moment, and then hopefully when I go back to work, I'll carry on doing Mondays and Fridays. Mondays I don't know yet. There's some stuff I have to work out with work. Or some help for this like we'll see. Thank you all for being here. Thank you everyone who's come in and said hello. Thank you for anyone who's commented. If you want to support the channel more, you can become a channel member. Just hit the join button at the bottom of the stream and give the stream a like as well. Obviously, you can go and watch my entire back catalogue of videos on streams as well. So feel free to go do that as well. In this week, remember to stay hydrated. But it's really easy to get dehydrated. And no matter what, how important you matter. The world is better with you in it. And I guess I'll see you in the next stream, guys. Bye. Bye.